What up, y'all? Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumb ass. Like and subscribe. So, the FTC, Activision, Blizzard deal, Sony Black crying, saga continues. So, I'm so like, can we talk about video games? I might have to just start talking about like games I played, blah blah, baby. Anyway, so whoopsie. So the deal has been, I guess some info came out. I don't know if the deal has changed or this just information wasn't given prior. But it seems that Microsoft, in addition to offering Sony 10 years, they offered them game PS Plus, Call of Duty and PS Plus, right? Which makes everything equal. It's funny because it's forcing Sony's hand. It's forcing them to put those first, well, it's not a first party, but the day one games into PS Plus day one, you know, those AAA bangers. Is forcing them in a way to do what they do not want to do. And I think what it's super smart. Sony's not going to take it because they're just, I'm going to get into that. But it's super smart because what it does, it will illustrate that putting a giant game into a subscription service is beneficial. You will make all this money. And so that's what Sony doesn't want to show. They don't want to show that if they put these games into PS Plus, that the sub numbers will go up and they'll make more money, and maybe it'll equate or even be more than what they would sell unit wise. Because honestly, a lot of people, well, A, they're not buying physical copies, they're just buying digital. So, you know, and B, this makes it easier for the consumer to just be like, sign up and don't have to worry about it. They don't have to worry about, I gotta remember to buy the game. No, it's there. But the whole kind of I don't know what it is. What would I call it? The spot, not the spy. It's just like an undercover way of getting Sony to slowly change their business model, if that makes sense. Sure, you know, Microsoft is trying to position it so that they get into PS Plus and Game Pass at the same time, so all things are equal and everything. But the main thing, which is outside of that, right, is Sony's motivation. Well, not their motivation, but what they're trying to do. What they're trying to do, and this is a dick move, excuse the French. This is a dick move, it's an asshole move. Sony is the asshole of video game companies right now. They are the bad men. They're the bad guys. At one point it was EA, Activision shared it too. I guess Microsoft was back in it before they were a freaking Xbox. It was like just Microsoft. But now it's Sony. Sony's the bad guys. So what they're doing is, by casting all these doubts into the regulatory bodies, I mean, the FTC is kind of doing their own thing, but it's still part of it, right? So what's happening is the Microsoft deal needs to close at a certain date in 2023 in order for them to not be penalized. In order to extend the deal, they will have to pay, I guess it's past maybe June, or I don't actually know the date of where they need to, you know, close the deal without getting the penalties. But it's a $500 million penalty. So if they go past the date and they still want to pursue this deal, Microsoft, they have to pay Activision $500 million. Now, in the grand scheme of things, 69.7 billion, 500 million. Come on, son. That's like 2 quarters. Come on, son. It's nothing, right? So it's $50. It's nothing. So I think Microsoft is serious about this, and $500 million, no sweat off their back. Okay, sure. We would have liked to give that to a video game to make a video game, but you dickhead Sony the dickheads are making it difficult, right? And here's the other thing. Sony knows that this deal is going to go through, so they're trying to make it as painful as possible. They're trying to be dickheads. They're being dickheads. And I'm sorry for all the DHs, but that's what it is. And I'm like, it's really telling what Sony is this generation. They're assholes. There's no way to like finesse it and say, oh, it's just business. No. This isn't business, because they know that the deal's not gonna go through. So they're just being assholes. And they say, well, it's gonna cost you an extra 500 million. Sorry. And why? Because they're taking away their revenue from Call of Duty by owning it. What is that? A vindictive lover or something? I don't know what that is. It's funny. And that 500 million is nothing. That's gonna evaporate so quickly. You know, with King and all the other World of Warcraft, Blizzard, all that stuff. Come on, son. It's such a big purchase, and all those properties, IPs make so much money that 500 million is nothing. Besides the fact that it's nothing to Microsoft in the first place. Come on, son. So that's what Sony's doing. They're being little peepee heads. They're being little bitches. And they're ruining game. I'm gonna say it. They're ruining the gaming industry right now. They're not making it better. They're not making it better. And that's that's why I hate Sony so much. That's why I talk shite about Sony so much. That's why I will smack a pony in the face with my right testicle, because it's not about exclusives. It's not about, oh, these walk-in simulators, oh, game of the year, which you lost. It's not about that. It's about what they're doing to the industry. If y'all love games, then you should be talking and speaking up against Sony and their practices, because they are harming the industry. They don't care about the industry, only they care about making money. If the industry closed tomorrow and Sony could still make the money that they are making in the industry, making cameras or freaking memory cards or something, they would not give it. They won't give a damn. They would be like, yay, money. They don't care. That's what the ponies, the donkey unicorns need to understand. They don't care about game of the year. I mean, they kind of do, because it's a vanity thing, I think. But it's stupid, because it's antithetical to freaking making money. Game of the year doesn't necessarily mean, oh, you made the most money. No, that's not what it means. Fortnite is banking the most money ever. Not a game of the year. Never a game of the year. Have they ever won game of the year? I don't think they have. Because it's Fortnite. Who cares about Fortnite? I mean, no. But they don't care about that. When you're a corporation, you're a company, and you had a game so massive, it's so giant, it's ubiquitous. It's like Fortnite. It's like what Nintendo used to be. It's like Fortnite. And they're ranking in so much money. It's like, we don't even need to make another game. This is the game we make, and all the money. You think they care about game of the year? You think they say, oh, we gotta make a super dope sequel, put Idris Elba in it and Keanu Reeves, and we gonna win Gautier. We gonna win that. They don't care. Sony need to readjust their priorities. Stop looking at game of the year. You want to make money, make games that make money. You want to make money, make them battle royales. They tried 2 times to make a battle royale, and they failed both times. Why? Why is Sony bad at making multiplayer games? Mag was whack. What was it? Resistance was okay. They're Spider-Man people now. I think they should make Spider-Man multiplayer. They should do Spider-Man 3 should be Spider-Verses. No. They should be Spider-Man the Spider-Verse, and it'd be, I don't know, 16-player multiplayer, open world, and just all different Spider-Man. All the different Spider-Verses would be crazy. And I have 3 different Doc Ocks and 4 different Rhinos. I'm just saying, I got ideas. They can make that. They can't make that happen. What am I talking about? Dude, the multiplayer in Sunset Overdrive was barely anything. I think I played 1 game. I was like, never mind. It wasn't bad. It was just like on a wide scale. I don't know how that will work. But yeah, I mean, Sony's forte is single player action adventure games. That's why they won that category. God of War. That was hilarious. I didn't really talk about. I mean, I kind of did a little bit. Elden Ring swept and sweep, but they smacked them up and down. They got best game and best director. Those are the two ones you want to win. Win this game of the year. Those are the ones. Everything else is like participation trophies. Anyway, I probably said exactly that same thing that I just said in the previous video. I apologize if I'm repeating myself. But anyway, let me know in the comments what y'all think about this, the ongoing struggles, if you will. The ongoing kind of, back and forth, and the FTC, I mean, I get it, but, is this just to make Microsoft spend more money, whatever? It's kind of a dickhead move, like I said. It makes Sony, everything that Sony's doing this generation is making them look bad. And even, like, God of War was a great game. God of War Ragnarok didn't win Game of the Year, so it was like, it's like a wet fart. It's like, Horizon Forbidden West, man. People are like, it's not all that good. Now, what I'm hearing is, right, this is hilarious. The dashboard, Jeff Gershman said this today in this podcast today. I listened to it today, and he said that the PS5 dashboard is worse than the PS4 dashboard, and I'm like, I kind of heard that in the beginning, but nobody was saying anything because they're too scared. They're scared. People are scared of Sony. They're scared to be critical of Sony because you get blacklisted. Then you don't get no games. You don't get no, let me send them a PlayStation 5. Nope, you don't get that. You're not going to get no PlayStation 6 if you talk shite about Sony. And that's another reason why Sony is ruining the industry. That doesn't make any sense, right? If people are critical of your product, that is to make your product better, not to diss you. And so if you get insulted, Sony, that somebody says your dashboard is hot garbage trash, make it PS4 again because it's literally a PS4 anyway, a PS5. Why? Why would you punish them? People will review your games and give it like a mass score. Why would you punish them if the game is trash? And that's why you see a lot of high scores for Sony games, because people are scared, and they're ponies, but they're scared of being punished. And that's not healthy for the industry. Everything that Sony's doing is not healthy for the industry, except for making good games. But I would say that they are ancillarily, I don't know if I'm saying that word right. You know what I'm talking about. They are next to that. They are not in direct control of the studios as far as creativity. They give them the money and they say you have a timeline, but and then it's delayed, and sure, I'll give them that. They'll say, okay, you need more time, we'll give you more time. So I'll give them that, but that's all they get, because the executives, the money people, they're not saying, oh, we're gonna make Spider-Man great, and they make it great. No, they don't have anything to do with the creativity of these games. So the directors and the artists and the music people and all that stuff, it's them that's making these great games, not the people who say, hey, let's raise the prices of our consoles. They're not making the games better. They're not making the games. They're not making good games for the PlayStation. They're just making it more expensive. And so that part of Sony, so when I'm talking shit about Sony, it's not about the creativity of the studios and all that. It's not about them, because they do their duck dizzle. They're all in the big ball. I love all game creators because I am part of that pool as well. It's the bureaucracy. It's the pencil pushers. It's the numbers guys. It's Jim Ryan. I guess Herman Hulst to an extent too. He's complicit. It's frustrating, and I wish Sony were a better company. That sounds like a title, right? I wish Sony were a better company, but they're not. So so much for wishes. I wish upon a star all the time, and that's not happening. So I'm just gonna be an Xbox for a minute, because they're a better company. They pay their people better. They have more studios. More games are coming. I hope. I mean, that's the one thing, People are starting to, revolt against Xbox again, because no games. If it doesn't happen in 2023, forget about it. It's done. It's a wrap. Wrap it up, B. Well, okay, sure. Just cut me off. If you wanna get in there, what do you wanna do? Anyway, yeah. Let me guys know what we think. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I don't know. We'll see what happens with this whole thing. I mean, Jeff Gershman said it. He said, yeah, it's still gonna go through, but whatever. We'll see what happens. And yeah, man. Appreciate you hanging out. Until the way.